I'm not like you. Walked a little girl into a dairy full of sick people and let them get their hands on you. Let a boy get yanked out of a window and into the night so you could protect a pretty girl with a gun. You brought her to the most dangerous place in this city where she could have died. She would have been better. Do I look like a monster to you?
The motor starts off of the station wagon incident.
How Kenny and the rest of the group came across it after the incident of the St. John Dairy Brother family. It was a once-in-a-life opportunity if Lee wanted to steal from the group. Pretty much if you side with Clementine, the fate is still the same and their meeting is due in the end. It's actually interesting how much he actually had this crazy motive story only behind one incident of losing the station wagon and not only putting
his son in danger and losing him.
My son Adam went missing. I took him out hunting even though my wife said he was too young. I figured he had to learn. I came back without him and the look on her face said, "You are a monster."
Pretty much episode 2, Starve for Help, was actually an interesting episode. It's actually presented with so many things of secret and details and theories about not only the St. John Dairy Brothers but the station wagon in the woods. This is his story on what taking place during the time in episode Starve for Help, but pretty much his story follows along of him taking his son Adam on a hunting trip with him out in the woods. They go out hunting and everything and he wound up losing his son. Then after that he wound up coming back to his wife and then his wife called him a monster. So this starts the whole thing that lives inside of his head that makes him feel like he's truly a monster. They actually leaves him and he actually have a daughter as well named Elizabeth, and then he said he found him later on the road dying. During that time they were in Georgia during that time. This is the same time when Lee and his group in Georgia as well when they encountered the St. John Dairy Brothers. When he was escaping the St. John Dairy Brothers, we actually presented with the station wagon, and that's the same station wagon and it's still in good condition. It shows a lot, it explains a lot how the creeper weirdo dude was actually in Georgia at the time, being somewhere around that was close by, how he got in contact getting radios, how he got in contact with Clementine, how did he manage to find these radios. The radios came from the drugstore itself, the walkie-talkies in there. Let's say he actually stumbled across there and found a walkie-talkie connected with Clementine, saying things, getting information, so he can actually get information on Clementine so she can mention things what's been happening, like keeping tabs. But so I think this person was actually closer than we actually imagined. He wound up going back to Crawford, a place that he was actually at. I don't think he's from Crawford, but maybe that was his home or not. There's a dog named Walter. I don't think it really correlates to him because he don't really speak too much about his son. I don't think this house is for him. Anita, that was his son in the attic, was up there that died to starvation, because he don't clarify that. He don't really say anything about that. It's not really correlated. It don't really match with his story. Pretty much he say how his son died was in an incident of the woods, or maybe he did perhaps, or something like that, just magically appeared in the attic in Crawford and it was at his house or something like that, because I don't think this is his house. I don't know, I could be completely wrong, correct me. This is just me talking the theory and this is just predictions. So pretty much Ben wound up dying in an alley to the incident. They couldn't get him out of there. Kenny wound up finishing him off so he won't feel no pain from the walker.
Fuck! Kenny!
If we correlate back to the episode of season 2, and I forgot what episode this was, but Sarah wound up dying. Sarah can wind up dying in 2 ways if you leave her behind in the RV. Wherever this place they are was holed up at, you can actually lose her to an incident that she wound up collapsing and tripping and falling, and Jane goes down to try to save her, but she can't really do too much. It's kind of a coincidence, but both deaths are similar the way they died. The only difference was in this situation was Sarah was not impaled by any metal object or anything. She actually was just covered in rubble and she just couldn't really come and get out of there. So pretty much, is this a coincidence or not? Did they die in a similar way? Here's some hidden footage of Jane actually saying a inappropriate joke to Clementine in season 2 that was scrapped from The Walking Dead.
That's a lot of walkers. You know that old joke about the 2 hillbillies and all the sheep? Oh, it's a good one. This father and son are walking through the country and climb a hill, and down below them see this field full of sheep. Now the son gets all excited and says, "Dad, let's run down there and fuck one of them sheep." And the father looks at him and shakes his head, is disappointed in him. "Son," he says, "that's just wrong." The son hangs his head, and the father says, "Let's walk down there and fuck all of those sheep." You get it?
No.
This is something that Jane would say down to a T to the fullest to 100%. And the joke make no sense at all. It's just completely foolery.
But that's all I got for today's video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. I was going to try to make this quick as ever, and I was going to get these other videos I have in the future out for y'all. Little Nightmare and movies and other videos, etc. And gaming videos as well. Take care of yourself, drink a lot of water, and stay hydrated. I love each and every one of y'all. Peace.